Hey, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Just woke up a while ago and I'm having my trusted tea. It's not that that's important for you, but that's one of my rituals in the morning. I need tea to wake up. So I thought I have few fragrances to review. Which one should I look at? So first of all, I also thought which one should be my scent of the morning. Scent of the morning was Bowling Green by Jeffrey Bean. That rhymes somehow, but this fragrance I got yesterday from Study Enterprise. I'm really loving this fragrance of late, and this is my scent of the morning. So then I thought, which one should I review? Because I have quite a few that I purchased, and I have few fragrances remaining from my brother's haul. So I decided, as you can see from title, to go with Declaration, or how Mark would say, Rob 08 Guru would say, Declaration in French. So Cartier is one of my favorite house, and I think Mark says Cartier. Cartier. I will look like a retard if I even attempt that. Anyway, but I would actually like to revisit this fragrance. I have done a review long time ago, like 3 years, sorry, 3 years back, and it was not my favorite fragrance, and I sold it off. And I'll tell you a little bit of story, and I'll review this today, and I'll tell you why I think today it's a masterpiece and why I did 180 degrees, yes, on this fragrance, just like Dylan Blue, Silver Mountain Water, few other fragrances I actually did not like at first, then I completely loved it. Lyric Man, those three are my top of my head. I could think of those. I always gave love to this fragrance from the house of Cartier, and this line, Declaration d'un Soir or Declaration d'un Soir. This was my first bottle, and I bought a similar 50 ml bottle from Malaysia some 3 years back, 2016. I really saw the review. I saw a review of Sai, Frag Boys 2, and how much he praised it, and also Sebastian Zara. And this is a beautiful pepper, sandalwood, and rose based fragrance. I wanted to buy it, by mistake they gave me Declaration, and I went home. I was so disappointed. I did not like Declaration. I wanted this one because of the hype, and I went back and I bought it again. So I did a review in a very like a blurry manner in KL, Kuala Lumpur, and then in Bangladesh I bought a couple of bottles. I finished one. This is my second or third bottle rather. Declaration Don't Soar. So you guys know my love for Declaration Don't Soar. Declaration Don't, the original Declaration, I sold it off to one guy to 2017, and I got Sick Obsession instead. So today, uh, the revisit would be about why I think this fragrance is a masterpiece, and how you have to be patient and you have to really give chance to fragrances. It just, you can change your mind like that, like, yeah, like that. So here once again, 100 ml. This is the red box. Very beautiful, eye-catching red. Cartier Declaration EDT 100 ml. These are made in France, I believe, and they mention some things up there. They're like detailing bottom. They actually are jewelry company. They make excellent jewelry. So this bottle is really beautiful. If you see it next to Declaration Don't Soir, I showed you before smaller bottles, but they actually are a little bit different. This is a little bit thinner and less heavier than this one. This has much more glass, thicker glass. And in terms of the design, they're a little bit different, but the sprayer mechanism is kind of same. Okay, so this one has a little bit of greenish yellowish juice, like almost looks like greenish, light green, and it's, the sprayer has a stopper here. If you haven't seen these, this it looks like, kind of like I said, I do not like this kind of atomizer. It looks kind of naked. It should have covered or something. That would be nice, and I'm scared that it might break sometimes because it looks very thin, but that's not the case. It's okay. So there's a declaration by Cartier. They have now quite a few flankers of these, like Intense, Parfum, something like that, and Lou. I never tried those. Let's spray this and talk about it. Very beautiful, huge mist. So let us settle down for a while, and let me tell you, Jean-Claude is the master perfumer for this perfume, and it was launched in 1998. 1998 was the first year for me in Malaysia since I migrated from Bangladesh to Malaysia. So it's some 20 years, yeah, around 20 years back. So the fragrance here is quite got some age to it, but it's still available. Cartier, they have, I do not know so many fragrances from them. I really want to do next Pasha, and I think Cartier, Pasha, and Santos. Those two fragrances are kind of old school classic. Apart from that, I did Roadster, Declaration D'un Soir, Roadster, uh, Sport, Declaration D'un Soir, Intense. I'll put the links below, you can check. So this fragrance I did not like at first. The reason being, it was not my type. It's a very daring, bold kind of perfume, and it's not going to work for everybody. It's a very unique sort of a fragrance. Moment you sniff it, first thing I tell you, the performance on this fragrance is just great. It lasts all day. Sometimes I told you, right? Like I fell in love with this one fragrance after a long, like trying for a few years, was Le Bleu d'Essai. This is kind of an aromatic, spicy, masculine, and fresh kind of perfume, green. So if you happen to like this kind of perfume, so definitely to try out Declaration. So Declaration, I did not like it. It's like so peppery, so woodsy, and then it's kind of herbal, and so much spices in this fragrance, and it's a woody, masculine, spicy fragrance. Okay, it has notes like neroli, a mandarin orange, citruses. Okay, those sound nice, but then it has cardamom or something like. Let me see. The whole notes breakdown is very complex, and let me tell you because I cannot remember everything. It has notes like artemisia, caraway, coriander, birch, mandarin orange, bergamot, neroli, bitter orange. Those are all your top notes, huge. And then they have mid notes are iris, ginger, cinnamon, pepper, juniper, orris fruit, jasmine, and cardamom, Guatemalan cardamom. Okay, and base notes are leather, amber, tea, Tahitian vetiver, oak moss, and cedar. This is their notes breakdown of this fragrance. This is huge. And nowadays you won't see so many complex fragrance. This is a complex fragrance. So what I didn't like about this fragrance, it kind of made me sick, like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Purom. It is a bit much in the hot weather. Then the years went by. I tried Davidoff Wood Blend. You know the blend line, they have the fourth one was Wood Blend. That one and this one is very similar. Then I tried Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir. Loved it. But performance was lacking. That day I was going to buy it. I didn't care for the performance because I love Narciso. Then I thought let's try this side by side. And I thought, this is the masterpiece. Why should I get something bit less potent? Let's get this. So I got it. And now, over the years, I have been trying so many fragrances. It's just, nowadays, I just appreciate fragrances that has the complexity. Obviously, in the beginners, like if you're a beginner and you're starting out with safe fragrance, this is not a safe fragrance. You might think like this is very off-putting, but over the years, if you have a small bottle, you begin to appreciate the complexity of this fragrance. It's so strong. It has so many dimensions. It has that iris somewhere, but the problem is those peppery like feel. It stays around somewhere and it stays woody. So that kind of like it says leather. It has neroli. It says iris. You can imagine no notes are missed in this. So I tried it like 2-3 months back in one of the shops, and one of the uncles, like a mature gentleman, came along and he said he loved it. He went through like 7 or 8 bottles of it, and it really made me curious why people are giving it so much love. The reason being, this fragrance has great performance, as I told you. It has great masculinity. It has a great, blend. Jean-Claude, if you know, at the background, I put Terre d'Hermes right there. He also made that. He likes earthy, orangey, vetiver-based fragrances, and fragrances cannot be just like monotonous with him. He's just like, he makes fragrance very daring, and people are bound to try them and then see the complexity and then take the challenge, and if they like it, they can wear it. That's what Terre d'Hermes is. Same case with this Terre d'Hermes, and I would say this one, Le Bleu d'Essai, are all in the same family. If you like fresh woody fragrances for all year round, this is going to be good for winter for sure, but I think all year round you can wear it, no problem, and it's great fragrance for office work. Men of 30 plus should definitely try this fragrance. It's such class act. Okay, so yes, fragrance journey has been really weird for me. Sometimes I didn't believe I would get fragrances like this one, sorry, Silver Mountain Water, but ended up getting it. I did not believe I would get fragrances like Dylan Blue. I got it. So time changes things, so yeah, Declaration, it's now from a trash to a masterpiece. That's what I feel about this fragrance. Definitely try it out. It's very different. It's very still very modern, I would say, and it smells absolutely like there's like class apart from other similar fragrances. Okay, and Cartier is a house you should definitely check out. Cartier offers so many great fragrances. It's just hidden gem sort of house. Of course, if you ask me, Declaration d'Un Soir is a masterpiece 10. So is it a masterpiece as well? Yes, both of these are, and very minimalist sort of presentation, which I really love about these bottles. They're just classy. They stay classy. They do not try to fool you with their flashy bling bling, but nonetheless the bottles look really lovely. So try it out. Declaration is one of my recommendation. You also get beautiful cardamom note in this one. I'm getting it now. So if you like those notes that I mentioned, Cartier Declaration would be a good choice for you. Like, and it's not very expensive also. That's the best part of this fragrance. So that's the review for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I have quite a bit of fragrances to go. Some of those Penhaligon's, some of the female ones, and let me just give you what's coming up in upcoming days. Just a glimpse is Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. Yeah, I have both of them now, and I love both of these fragrances, and I'll discuss this very, very soon. Take care, guys. Stay tuned. Have a very nice day, and those who are celebrating, Eid Mubarak to all of you. Bye bye.